Okay then everyone, so left hand one here was your before swing. Now again, it's often that what comes first, chicken or the egg. Did the ball start going high to the left, so you're starting to cause the club to spin to the right, or was the ball spinning to the right and then you started trying to hit the ball high left? Either way, when your club went back to here, the arm then started lifting up, and as you said when you played on the weekend, it was a calf, your left arm now is across your face, hence the reason why the lipstick was going on your left sort of bicep area there. Okay, so that club we regard as a very sort of steep arm swing. You've actually kind of stood your body up as well in the takeaway, so now your backswing is lifted up like this, and now to get back down to the golf ball, you've then got to really drop, and that's going to cause you a lot of issues there in terms of being quite steep with the club. Now chopping into the golf ball, ball goes high, and not going to be a very efficient way of swinging it. So if we go back to that original backswing where you were there, when we're swinging this golf club now, we're turning the torso, maintain your spine angle, we can now at least see your face. Your left arm now is more underneath your sort of your face area, it's more in line with your shoulders, it's a better rotation. Okay, so that's the move in the swing that we're going to make. When the club then comes back down, it's coming back down more in line. Good strike of the ball and a good twist through. Now this one didn't pick up on the camera, but we can see where that ball's hit the screen. It's hit pretty much straight onto the screen there with a reasonably good path. Now the movement I sent, we did that video from face on, I sent through to your phone anyway. Just to remind you again on here, when we're setting up to the driver, we start off neutral, the club is down there, we lift the club up straight in front like a sword, Twiddle the club around in your fingers so the club now faces, I sort of say 11 o'clock, doesn't matter what sort of way you look at it, but we're going to turn the club face so it sits a little bit closed. So when you return the club back to the golf ball down here, the club face is now aiming left. You then adjust that club face with the same hand position by just moving that. I think for you, you felt right shoulder down, kind of push the hip forward. You were kind of going, like, where do I go? And that's fine, because very often if that hip goes down, or this hip goes forward, this shoulder goes down, the left shoulder goes up, the hands go forward. But if then you move the left shoulder down the other way, then you sort of like, it's like they'll tap the belly, rub the head, and you sort of get a bit out of sync. And the problem is with that, if when you're on the golf course and that's running through your head, you're over that golf ball and I go, what am I going to do again, Lizzie? I can guarantee the shot will be awful. So it's got to be a situation where you practice that setup to the point where you can just grab a golf club and do it every time without any thought. So when you set to the golf ball, your swing thought now is not, am I set correctly? Is this right? What did he say again? Have I got to do this? Am I doing this? What am I at? So your swing thought now is going to be about getting that club to sort of work around your body a bit more. So maybe the trigger would have just turned the right side a bit more. So rather than lifting it,
I'm lifting it
a little bit, slightly, and certainly not as much as it was. And I think a lot of that was partly due to the fact when you said you played the other day and it wasn't going so well. Fatigue, you had that long day with the Seniors Open date, plus some of the golf in windy conditions. Over golf, bit of tiredness, bit of fatigue. Once you lose a bit of concentration or you're losing confidence and the ball's not going where you want to go, so many golfers play golf with the mindset as of, oh, if it's going to go wrong, I need to be less wrong. So you just swing less, The problem is when we swing less with the body, we're not turning, but the arms then just take over, give a sort of lifting kind of swing, So you've got to get the body moving better. The body works better and the club face is coming back square. We get the ball going more that way. And as we said, we're trying to improve your bad shots. Even with this swing on the left-hand side of it, you had some lovely drives, They may have lost to 5-10 yards, but they're still good tee shots, The problem was the barbell was very high to the left here, and that big cutty went off to the right. And as the ball is now going further, it's really more accurate, Whereas when you first started playing golf, you couldn't hit the ball that far off on anyway. It went 60-70 yards, it was always going to be in play. Now it's going double that. Suddenly now trouble is coming to play in it, And that's why you've got to be more aware of these things. Wind is more affecting on your golf ball now, The ball's in the air for longer. When the ball's in the air for 1.5, 2 seconds, it's on the ground, the wind's not going to affect it. And the ball's in the air for 2 or 3 seconds or 4 seconds, now you've got to allow for these things. So all these other factors are coming in as you're becoming a better golfer, you see, Make sense, though,
Yeah, that one there.
Excellent, good stuff.